Welcome back to episode 15. Well, I wouldn't say welcome back, this is welcome. Took a little 5-minute break. I got some more water and I'm eating a piece of bread. Or a loaf of bread. Talk about, like, you're eating a whole loaf of bread, like a baguette. That's a lot. But bread is quite filling, so... Like, during the Great Depression, it's like, oh, you want to get as much bread as you can because it's really filling. Is Jake Cronenworth a free agent? That was something that I was thinking about because I've been seeing people say like, "Oh, should they sign him?" But I don't think he's a free agent though, because he is a good player, but he is quite streaky. Jake Cronenworth. No, he's with the Padres still. Why did I think he was? Maybe it was trade. Is this his last year in his deal? No. What are they talking about? They signed him last year. Why did they trade for him? He's signed through 2030. I don't know what's going on. I know, obviously, Luis Ariz, but it's also like, oh, well, hold on. Cronenworth, he can play, yeah, he's an infielder, he probably plays second base, but it's like, who is playing first for the Padres? Am I stupid? I know Solano would occasionally, but he went to Seattle. But shouldn't Ariz play first? I know it's like, oh, you want to have power on first base, but it's like he can do it. Think about trading Ariz again. I mean, he's not very good defensively. And they were mainly playing him at DH. Am I dumb? Yeah, Cronenworth could play for. Oh, Bogarts was a second, so it's like, well, what do? I don't know what you do. I don't know. Yeah, I do like the Padres. They're a team who like wants to win, and I like those teams. I like the teams that are trying. Because there are some teams that who don't want to try. And that bothers me. We're just like, we just want to make money. Because that's all that matters. Money, money, money. And look at that, me being a dum-dum. What am I doing? I'm cutting that off, but... Am I gonna fix it? No, I'm not. Duh. What am I gonna notice? When am I gonna notice? There we go. And then I fall in the water. You gotta swim all the way over here. I think about placing lanterns, and then I say, screw it. I'm just gonna go to bed. And I'll fix this the next day when I wake up. Ooh! Me, 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 me. Jurickson Profar signed for $14 million a year. And it's ridiculous. Just he is a good player. He's going to the Braves, and they're a good team that knows how to fix players. Here's a creeper. And it's like Profar, however, has only played well on the Padres. That's the only time that he's played well. He's been on a lot of other teams, like The Rangers, the Rockies. I think somewhere else that I don't remember. Let's look up Profar. I like Jurickson Profar just because I think he's got a cool name. He was also with the A's. He wasn't very good there. He had a real breakout this year. It was good. He's still not great defensively. You can be the... Well, Ozuna was going to be the DH there. You know, you can play left, whatever. Kelenich's still there. Talking about baseball a lot. That's what I do. When I get nervous, or well, that too, but whenever I got nothing to say, I can talk sports with anybody. And his mindless ramblings. Blah, 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 blah. This is kind of like what I was, because we had gone a little family vacation, and I had just gotten back, and I did not sleep good. Not one bit. And I slept on the pull-out couch, and then that was so uncomfortable because it was like I was sleeping on 5 sheets of paper. I said, well, I let me just sleep on the couch. Let's get rid of let's put the couch back together. So I did. So I slept on the couch the next night. It was more comfortable, but I wouldn't say I slept any better. And look at that big gaff. Ugh. More like the Great Gatsby. I did not like that book. I don't know why, because I read worse books in school. But for whatever reason, I think that book's 10 chapters. I remember I finished reading chapter 6, and I said, no more. I can't do it. I think partially it was because of my teacher. I actually had some good English teachers, even though I didn't enjoy English class very much. It was basically just my sophomore year that I didn't like. Because my first year teacher, my freshman year, she was kind of hot, but then she went on maternity leave, so that was a bummer. The dryer beeped my dad's clothes, and now it's raining. And then second year, I did not like her. She was a Karen. She had a Karen haircut, and she acted like one too. And then junior year, I thought she was hot, so I paid attention in class. And then my senior year, he was a cool dude. So it worked okay. There you go. That's my philosophy, and I'm one short. That's the way it is in life sometimes. You got everything all set, and then just one little mistake like that of being one short, it ruins the whole thing. That's the way it be. But I didn't have to chop anything down because there were things like that laying around. Doink. A doink. Look at that. The bridge is fixed. And now I'm just standing around doing something. Who knows what. I'm staring at... Maybe I was looking at my phone. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I don't remember. I think I'm inspecting, like, why is this one not growing? So I think I stick a torch on it. Is my screen frozen? No. I saw the fish moving. Jump in, there we go. I don't know. I think, you know what? Maybe I was looking to see if there were any baddies, and I could, like, go with them to go to sleep or something. I don't know. Woo! I'm about halfway done. You know what's happening today? It's the championship games. At the the first game, you got Commanders at. Well, let me do that. Let me Washington at Philadelphia and Buffalo at Kansas City. The Commanders are on a magical run right now. Um, but sometimes when that happens, it's like, oh, they have the little upset against Tampa. That was almost a wash, I thought. But it's the division winner. They're at home in Tampa. Um, but the Commanders have two more wins than the Buccaneers, so I felt that was pretty even. And it was a close game, so that wasn't a huge surprise. Then they upset Detroit. That was a big thing. It kind of reminds me of like the Jaguars from a few years ago, whereas like they beat Buffalo in the Bills in a close game. I guess the Bills were actually worse. And then so that was Tyrod Taylor, I think, and they just snuck into the playoffs, and they were not very good. I think they only scored like 6 points. And then they played the Steelers in Pittsburgh, and that was a high-scoring game. And Jacksonville wins, and like, oh, are they gonna beat the Patriots to make the Super Bowl? Oh, it's gonna be a close one. Is this a magical run? And then they lose in a controversial game against New England. So I don't know. That's kind of what it feels like for me regarding these Commanders. Hopefully they don't collapse like Jacksonville did, because they were 3-1, and then they go against Kansas City. They go against the Chiefs in Kansas City, and it's like, oh, the Chiefs are 4-0. The Jaguars are 3-1. Jacksonville beat the Patriots in their rematch later in the next season. Are they for real? And they get blown out by Kansas City like 40-14, and then they maybe win two more games the rest of the year. It's like, what happened? They were 3-1 going in that game, and Doug Marrone got fired, and they still haven't been able to figure out. They got Trevor Lawrence now. Doug Pearson's out. They fired Trent Baalke, or however you pronounce his name. He's out because Liam Cohen said, I'm not taking the job unless you fire him. So he leaves. And then Jacksonville's like, oh, well, maybe. We really like him, so I guess we should fire Baalke. And they fired him. And then Liam Cohen's like, oh, maybe I'll take the job then. So what I'm doing now, I think, is I'm trying to find the where I built that big tower, so I can go back to it. But I can tell you, spoiler alert, I get sidetracked. Oh, I try to take a nap, but it doesn't work. A horse. Probably mentioned about, oh, I wish I had a saddle. See, I find that rather quickly. Now I'm thinking that this tower is like over here. And I just keep going this way, and then I get lost. Actually, I think I'm like, oh, well, it's time for me to go to bed. So let me turn around. A small little jungle. I almost fall down, but it's okay. And I think I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go to sleep. Yep, I do. I jump over the little ravine. It's a small one, not a big one. I'm running back. Running back the whole team again. That's what the Bucks kind of did. They're like, let's bring Levante David back. Let's bring Mike Evans back. Bring the squad back together again, because we're all friends. And you know, things ended up okay. Hoo-wee! You know, I gotta do one more episode like this. I gotta do it, just so I can be all caught up. So yeah, I haven't recorded anything else. Look at this crap. Yeah, so the long story short, I got lost. I think it's over here. And then I see that that's on fire. They're pigs and whatnot. I'm running around at the... No, it's rolling around at the speed of sound. I always think he says running around. Because that makes a little more sense. I know it's Sonic the Hedgehog, and he does roll around. But in order to make it more, like, normal for people to say, it's running around. There are places to go now. I don't know the lyrics. Sonic Adventure Battle 2. And I find another village. I like this little jungle island. Treasure Island. I don't know. They make a little tropical house here. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. It's not that far from my regular house, so I don't know why I'd stay there. But I find another village. I wonder what's over here. This is a big lake. I don't think it's an ocean. Ooh-wee! You got 3 more minutes of this, and then it's the last episode. I hope I can be able to finish it, because usually the timing is like, alright, hopefully my mom and dad are out at the same time, which it is in this case, but they left at different times. So my mom might be back sooner, because she loves to shop till she drops. And look at this. Maybe I can get... I got a carrot? Now I got everything. This is fantastic. And I got beetroots. I'm gonna have a nice salad. I got everything now. And I feel bad for this guy. Because he can't plant something in that spot. Haha. Now he's better. Good for him. Now I got more... I don't have to worry about bread at all, ever. I smack her with a compass. Because that's what I do best. I've been staying up late, unfortunately, these past 2 weekend days. It's Sunday, by the way. If that means anything. It's a real problem. Because I have to get up so gosh darn early. If that job that I was talking about in the previous episode was still available, I won't have to get up so gosh darn early. My job starts at 8, and that's too early. It should be 9. It's ridiculous, you know? Alright, take a look at this weird looking cave. Splash. Looky, looky. This is weird. There's some sheep. That's a big hole. Look at that. All those birch trees and whatnot. And I'm gonna run and head back to the village as I wasn't done exploring. Oop-a-doop-a-doo. Splash. I hop back up, and that's the end of the episode.